we are dispatching an action here, and that action has a type of increment. Typically, when using Redux, the goal is to do different things inside of the reducer for different actions. And that's why you get the action as a second argument here. You get the current state and then the action that was dispatched that caused this reducer to run. And therefore, in the reducer, we can of course look into this action. We can check if the action type is equal to increment, for example. And if that's the case, then let's say I want to return this incremented counter. Otherwise, if a different action, like the default initialization action, was dispatched, I want to return the unchanged state, let's say. And that will also change the value we have in our state here, because now for the initialization, we will not increment the counter, but return the unchanged default state. And then for the increment action, we will return the updated counter. So with this little change made, if we execute this file again, we now have counter 1 here, because for the initialization, it's no longer incremented. And we can, of course, also dispatch other actions. We could dispatch an action of type decrement. So with an identifier of decrement. Then we just need to add the appropriate code here. If action type equals decrement. And then just return our new state object where counter is set to state counter -1. Like this. If we do this and save this and run our file again, we have counter 1, counter 0 as outputs. This first output is coming from our subscription after the increment action. And then we change the state again, hence the subscription triggers again, and therefore we now see counter 0 because we decrease the counter here. That's how Redux works. Now there is a bit more to it and more things you can do, but that is the heart of Redux and of how it works. Obviously, we're not using it with React here, but that is how Redux works no matter how you use it. And it indeed isn't a library restricted to React. You can use Redux in any JavaScript project. There even are implementations for other programming languages as well. But of course, here we are going to use it with React though. And therefore, in the next lecture, let's now explore how we would use Redux in a React application.